Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I wanted to call to come back and say hello, to wish you a good day with this. We are really moving through this very powerful. We're going to be moving into this summer of love. The summer has to be, has we have to make preparation for the greatest joy, the greatest happening, the greatest passion. What is it that makes that really you really want, and let go of all the how and the maybe and the maybe not, and trust your inner guidance, your inner vision. Tune in to what your soul wants for you, and you will see there is a great deal of possibility that can happen. But we have to disconnect in relationship to all the fear and the doubts and all those things that can still be lingering. The eclipse will assist us in clearing that up, for we have to unfold this inner light. The inner light, the inner guidance is far more powerful than anything that we can. It's far more important to follow that inner guidance, to be one with your God self, because at the end that's what you're going to have to answer to. Then this draconian matrix that is outside, whenever we turn on the TV, they're promoting the fact that we've been living in hell, we're living in hell now, and it's going to become more of hell. And it's like this draconian program, and it's all has been like this for a very long time, but we have to let go of that. Do not validate this reality. Tune into that possibility, understanding that compassion, joy, forgiveness, and peace that we have created as a collective is actually is what created the shift of energy. And that's why we will the light as one, because enough people have moved into this compassion, this goodness. The people are good in essence. More people are the one that manipulate and wants to impose their darkness on others are very, very tiny minority. And now, because the law of cause and effect has been come together for every perversion, every corruption, every deception will be coming up to the light for all to see. And there's going to be a lot of disgrace in relationship to those who have been manipulating the world. So be true to yourself, but be in compassion, in forgiveness. Stay in the peace instead of joy and peace. Understanding the supreme creator is no longer an observer. Is always, for a long time, God has backed out of the program to allow his children to do whatever they wanted with the free will. But then the dark souls have taken control of that, and so God has decided to go down the dimension, and slowly but surely the supreme creator will infuse his own light, and eventually the whole program will be cleansed, and this earth will become a paradise for all the people that are dying through this period of time, who are going back into the light and the wonderful sphere of light. And when they're going to reincarnate, they will reincarnate in a world of peace, where the transition will already have happened. So there is nothing to fear. As Shakespeare used to say, the only thing we cannot recover from is death. I think it was in Hamlet. But even death, it's not the end. It's just the beginning of a new cycle. Yet we want to treasure and cherish the life that we have, and understanding the cause and effect, the karma is no longer needed. We don't need that. It's only when there is distortion, when there is for a very long time, it would take many lives to correct any wrongdoing. But now it is now. Everything is happening now. So we want to move into this state of grace, to reunify the cause and the effect, to continue to work for the highest good of all, and move into the state of grace. And once we have been cleansing we don't need to be perfect to do that. We just need to have 51% of energy transmuted. That 51% of our energy is more positive than negative, to have more faith in beauty and love, and there's beauty everywhere, in truth, for those who have eyes to see. But there is many distraction from the dark matrix, who say, no, don't look at that, look at the catastrophes we're presenting to you. But beauty is everywhere. As soon as we move into this more positive than negative, the 49% that are left in terms of karma transmutation will be very quick, and we're gonna pass through it very easily, and we're gonna come into this clear connection. Before we do anything, it's good to have a plan, to know what is it, your plan, your passion, what is it you really want to do, what brings you joy, what brings you pleasure, what is the good life that you seek. And then you connect to the angels, you connect to the spirits, and then within this presence of the creator, you work together to make that happen. You let go, and you trust that there is so much help and assistance can come from the invisible world. Yet when you call to take an action, just do it, and do not sit and say, well, I have asked for things and I don't need to do anything. When you call to do something, it's you do it. And so know you are loved by the Creator infinitely, and you are loved by your guides and all the spirit world. And so we are very important in this transmission, this life process right now. And because at the core, at the essence, our true self is an eternal divine being of light that's never been affected by any of those things in the incarnation. Yet as a divine being of light, we were called to incarnate in many forms on the outside of that. And so there's like a spiral of energy, and every time we incarnate, it creates a facet. It's like it's increasing this divine being of light that we are. And so the soul, our divine self, will utilize those incarnations for its own evolution, creating facets of reality around it. Yet what's been going on in this matrix is like we've been playing in the sandbox of creation, with the shifting sand of time, and so we need to get out of that, to let go of to know that everything will shift as they need to shift in divine timing, in divine cooperation. And so, and if there's still souls that are throwing sands at each other or whatever, just let them do it. At some point, there's gonna be the energy will settle themselves naturally. We don't need to get involved in any petty dispute or take sides, or to just become neutral. Save yourself, remove yourself from the sandbox of creation, and move into. It's time to rise. It's time to shine. It's time to allow yourself to walk, to run even, and before we can fly. And it is good to make small steps at the beginning, whatever we need to address inside, to start by small steps. It builds confidence that then we can take bigger steps until we can take giant leap of faith. And so, but trust your inner self above all things, your inner guidance. And it's not always easy. For sometimes we feel like we need to take ego needs to take action in order to secure whatever insecurity we have. But it's important to align as much as possible our inner self with our God self, and to trust that I am present. Well, I hope this resonated with you. I'm going to pull 4 cards. The highest wisdom is righteousness. It's about being sincere, being honest, being true. What we need to understand is serenity. It is being serene, being to be in a state of serenity is the opposite of agitation. Is to be serene, is to breathe and to let go. And what we need to do is compassion. Is to love ourselves and to love others, and the outcome will be to listen to what life is offering, to listen to the guidance, to trust the guidance. For a long time, the ego has been the dominating voice in our mind, and although the soul and the spirit and God are always talking to us, it's often a voice that was for a long time was dismissed or not heard. But now it has to become the voice that becomes dominant within ourselves. Well, I hope this resonated again. I'm going to sing a song. It's an old song that comes through my mind. This behind me is a recent painting about the New Earth. It's a New Earth series. It says Home Sweet Home. And there is the planet Earth with many planets around, a few planets around it. It's my own personal astrology in some sense. And it's part of this new series, and this is a great cosmic vortex. It's symbolistic of the galaxy, and so it's like a big spiral of energy. We live and this is about the golden rose galaxy. We're moving towards the ascension of the whole galaxy. Our consciousness is going to be able to see so much more in the future. So this is an old song. I think it was the band called The Animals. It's called The House of the Rising Sun. I'm going to sing it a cappella. I don't have musicians with me yet. But there is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruins of many poor boys, and me, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time that he is satisfied is when he's all drunk. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done, to spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Now I got one foot on the platform, the other on the train, and I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruins of many poor boys, and me, I know I'm one, and me, I know I'm one. Well, this is a song about regret, so we do not want to have any regret. We just want to align, to forgive ourselves, and to be free to enjoy this great summer that will be coming. For there is we have to trust our inner self as much as possible. And the card of the day is the 9 of Michael. It says it is not useful to worry. Focus on the happy ending that you are aspiring to. Ask the angels and the archangels to free yourself from regrets, guilt, and worry. So in a sense, it is very important to not allow the difficulty of the past. The past does not exist. It is gone. It's never existed, actually. It was just an experience that led us to this present. And it is within the present and the presence that we are able to recreate any kind of future as we accept the healing and the grace of spirit that is always been there, but that we are just now being able to recognize and use and utilize. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful time, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.